Red Dead Redemption 2, a game so well crafted and full of emotion that no jokes could ever come from it, is what I would say if I was lying. This game is absolutely hilarious to play.
My name is John Mustard!
Yes, the toy brand of Lego, something that has been a part of my life since I was born. I've always wanted to make something from Red Dead. So I was thinking, what if I made the bank from Saint Denis? Yeah, that's a good idea. Here's Arthur Morgan, the main man himself. He's in the tuxedo from when they robbed the bank, of course. The Catwoman revolver is his weapon of choice that I've added. I think I did a pretty nifty job with this minifigure. Next up is Rip Van Winkle, John Marston. He's in a tuxedo from when they robbed the bank. You're gonna get old of that pretty soon. Simple minifigure. Next up is Hosea Matthews. You wouldn't believe it, but he's in the tuxedo from when they robbed the bank. Another simple minifigure, but very important to include considering the scene. Here is the rat, Micah. I don't like this guy. Here is Bill. Again, he's in the tuxedo from when they robbed the bank. I love the rifle I gave him. Here's Javier Escuela. Again, he's in the tuxedo from when they robbed the bank. Here is Dutch van der Linde. I did have a plan while making this minifigure. I don't know if he'll make it to Tahiti though. Here is Charles. Again, he's in the tuxedo from when he robs the bank. Gave him bow and arrow because you mainly go hunting with him in the game. Next up is Lenny! Again, he's in the tuxedo from when you robbed the bank. Again, another very important minifigure to include considering the scene. Here is Agent Milton. One of the Pinkertons. The next batch of characters are random civilians and Pinkertons. Here's one of the Pinkertons. Here is another Pinkerton. Here is the bank teller who you robbed. Speaking about the bank, here it is. This model is pretty heavy. It uses a good chunk of pieces. I'd say it's more of a diorama more than anything. There's some glimpse at the interior. Overall, I put a lot of effort and detail into this. So let's take a closer look at all the features. Here is the front road. Here is the Pinkerton wagon. It is taken from the blacksmith shop, minus all the medieval weapons. Here is some holes to hitch your horse. Hitching posts, I should say. And the cool thing about this is you can remove these two tiles and lampposts to remove the front road for easier movement of the model. Here is the front of the bank. You can get a glimpse into the interior there. Here's the balcony, and here is the upper window. You can actually remove this, and inside is the gunslinger outfit for Arthur Morgan. Flipping it around to the back, you can see into the interior here. I made this a pull-out tray. So let's take a closer look at that. Here is the tray pulled out. You can see we have the bank teller getting robbed by Dutch. We have a chair right here. We have a nice tiled floor. the vault door, and inside the vault we can see Arthur is trying to crack the safe, and one of the drawers is already busted open. We have some gold and some money. Spinning it around to this side, you can see there's a hole here. This is where the wall gets blown out. And you can see in the actual build that this wall is completely blown up. Here's the building without the tree inside. You can see I have a picture of Gilderoy Lockhart from Harry Potter. You can also see how I built the roof. Stick my camera in there. Surprisingly simple. Here is the blown out wall and the ladder that you climb up to get to this roof, where I'm not going to spoil it. Nothing is inside of this building. It's pretty plain. And here's the building one last time.